fought the rest, now try the best!
At the time of recording, we are currently on the final day of the Tekken 8 closed beta test. The play test, that is. Now, there was some hurdles, some bumps that we hit on the first day. The second day was fantastic. The third day is shaping up to be just as fantastic. Players all over the world is loving this. I was looking around at the lounge, at the lobbies, just seeing how many people were on, and every single lobby was pretty much full. Now, keep in mind, the lobby holds almost 100 players, so every bar that you see that's like over halfway, roughly full, that's like 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 people in every single lobby. The amount of people who are playing this game online right now is amazing. You do have some comparisons being made between Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and Tekken 8, of course, right? Everyone wants to see who will come out on top amongst all of these three. Mortal Kombat, we always got to mention, this game is kind of underperforming. At the time of this screenshot, it says people playing 5 minutes ago, 5,496. The 24-hour peak is 7,327. The all-time peak is 26,000. For Street Fighter 6, those numbers are way stronger. 19,000 on 7 minutes ago, and that's also the 24-hour peak. The all-time peak is 70,000 people online, and I don't know if Tekken 8 will be able to match this number when the game fully releases, because what made this number so strong, so healthy, is that Street Fighter 6 went first. It was a lot of hype and anticipation surrounding that game because there was no other new fighting game out at that time. So everyone, Mortal Kombat players, Tekken players, Street Fighter players, everyone bought Street Fighter 6 and wanted to try it out. But regardless, Tekken 8 stacks up kind of nicely in comparison. 10,000 people on 8 minutes ago, 12,000 was the peak, but 14,000, almost 15,000 is the all-time peak. That is amazing. Once the game comes out, that's going to be the real test to see how this game stacks up against the others, because I really don't think this means that Tekken is better than Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter or anything like that. I think this is a beta, there's a limited amount of time, and there's a sense of urgency for players to get in and experience it, because once this day is over, you won't be able to play Tekken 8 anymore. So that could be another reason why, Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter is where they are, and also why Tekken 8 is where they is, right? But long story short, a lot of people playing the game, a lot of people enjoying themselves. With that being said, let's move into the other thing that players are starting to notice and talk about. Paris Game Week. It takes place from November the 1st to the 5th. Now, a lot of players was talking about when will we see more trailers, more announcements. People were saying, why isn't Leo playable, Dragunov playable, Steve Fox? Where are these other fantastic characters? They're gameplay trailers, but also why aren't they playable? And then also keep in mind, for Tekken 8, there is a total, I believe, 6 characters who are left to be announced. Now, if you're paying attention to the leaks, you already know who those 6 characters are. But if you aren't, we're waiting to see who they are and also where they would be revealed. Now, of course, my guess was Game Awards. They're not going to skip that. They're going to do something massive there. But that's like 2 months away in December. November seems like that's going to be a nice holdover event because it takes place in Paris. The name says it all. Paris Game Week 2023. That event takes place October the 1st to the 5th. So that's literally 1 week after the Tekken 8 beta. If you look at the event calendar for this event, you'll see something very fascinating. Here you have Tekken 8, Final Fantasy, you have Mortal Kombat, you have a lot of things here, but Tekken 8. When you click on it, it takes you to this screenshot here. November the 1st to the 5th, see schedule. First, before we scroll down to the schedule, it says Tekken 8. Now, I think this is supposed to say the latest. I translated this to English. Google did for me, so there's probably a little typo there. But it says the last title or latest title in the mythological fighting game franchise arrives at PGW. Tekken 8 continues the history of the Mishima lineage, marked by many clashes between father and sons. Discover the new chapter of the family saga, designed specifically for the latest generation of consoles. Tekken 8 propels combat to the new era, offering stunning graphics and legendary clashes. And the calendar doesn't really do a good job of telling us what this event actually will hold. It shows us all 5 days. You have 8:30 to 18:30, kind of the same for every calendar. Now, I think this is more so a breakdown saying that the game will be playable each day at this event, because it's definitely going to be playable. I have another screenshot here. You can see it says game playable on PGW. Yes, game playable on the PG Junior? No. Now this last one, you guys got to tell me what you think about this. Product presented in preview or exclusively on PG dub. Now the reason why players are excited about this is for a few reasons. One, a couple of days ago, 5 days ago at the time of recording, we got a look at a new stage for Tekken 8. Within the IGN video, they were showing off different aspects of the games, and one of the screens, it had, a new stage down at the bottom. If you zoom all the way in on that image, it says stage, celebration of Cine, and this is basically Paris, which is located in France. A week later, we find out that there's a Paris event and Tekken 8 will be there in some fashion. Does this mean that this, one, will be where the stage is announced, but then two, if they're going to announce a stage, will they also announce a character? And that's a really big question because there is actually, now this is where we talked about leaks, spoiler warning, but there's actually a character who is directly related to both of these things. The character Victor, we know very little about him, but the one thing we do know is that he is a French United Nations agent and fights using Spy QCQ. The QCQ aspect of Victor is so interesting because that is close quarters combat. When you look that up on Google, just as fighting styles, the most iconic of the bunch is John Wick. Now, you know John Wick is a character that people throw around like a hot potato. Put John Wick in Tekken 7, put John Wick in Tekken 8. There was even like fake tweet that was made highlighting the essence of we want this kind of fighting style. I was thinking they would save his reveal until the very end, go out with a bang, something special. But if they were to reveal him at Paris Week on home turf, home soil, would be excellent. And that kind of fits the style, the tradition that they already set in the past. If you think back to Harang, a Korean character being announced in Korea, they did the same thing with Lily. Now, I have to reiterate, there's no official confirmation that one, Victor will be here. 2, the Paris stage will be here. And 3, that Harada or Michael Murray will be here like presenting. We could only see that it is a part of the schedule, and we know that Tekken 8 is playable. We're just looking at all the other things, all the other information that we have, and we're putting 2 and 2 together. So whether or not a reveal will happen, a character will be revealed, the stage will be revealed, all of these things is yet to be shown, yet to be known, but I'm pretty sure after we get past the beta, right, this is the final day, I'm pretty sure we will hear something from the developers. If they're going to do something this massive, show off a brand new character, you bet they're going to put out something concrete to let everyone know, watch this event. So this is just what the community is discovering and thinking right now, but I'm pretty sure we'll hear some concrete information, yes or no, whether or not a reveal will be taking place. But that's going to be it. Once we get new information, I definitely will pass it along to all of you guys.